Imagine opening your pantry in the middle of February and pulling out a jar of green beans that taste like you picked them this morning. No freezer, no refrigerator, no electricity at all. Just a shelf full of perfectly preserved vegetables that have been sitting there for 2, maybe 3 years, and every single one of them is safe, nutritious, and full of flavor. Most people throw away 30% of the vegetables they grow or buy every single season. That is not a storage problem. That is a knowledge problem. And today, that knowledge problem ends. Stay with me until the end of this video because I am going to show you a preservation method the Amish have used for generations that does not just keep your vegetables alive, it actually makes them more nutritious after preservation than they were the day you harvested them. That is not a typo, and it is not clickbait. The science behind it will genuinely surprise you. In this video, you will learn the exact 4-method Amish system for storing fresh vegetables up to 3 years without refrigeration, including the 1 fermentation technique that multiplies the nutrition inside your food while it sits on the shelf. Here is the truth that changes everything. Vegetables do not spoil because of time. They spoil because of conditions. Heat accelerates decay. Light breaks down nutrients. The wrong level of humidity either dries everything out or creates mold. The Amish figured out centuries ago that if you simply remove those 3 conditions, your vegetables have almost no reason to go bad. Every method in this system is built around that single principle. Control the conditions, and you control how long the food lasts. The first method is root cellar storage, and it is the foundation that everything else builds on. The Amish use wooden crates filled with damp sand to store their root vegetables through the winter. Not wet sand. Damp. You should be able to squeeze a handful in your fist and have it hold its shape without a single drop falling. That level of moisture keeps the humidity around each vegetable at the right level, somewhere between 85 and 95%, which is exactly what root vegetables need to stay firm and fresh. Carrots stored this way will last 4 to 6 months. Beets hold for 3 to 4 months. Potatoes can go 5 months or longer when stored correctly and kept away from other vegetables, because potatoes release gases that cause surrounding produce to ripen and soften faster. The ideal temperature for this method is between 32 and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. An unheated garage, a north-facing basement corner, or even a metal trash can buried in the ground with a straw-insulated lid can all give you those conditions. The key is a simple thermometer and the discipline to check it regularly. Only perfect vegetables go into long-term storage. Anything with a nick, a bruise, or a soft spot gets eaten first. That one rule alone prevents 90% of the rot problems people run into. The second method is dehydration, and the Amish were doing this effectively long before electric dehydrators existed. The logic is airtight. Bacteria and mold need moisture to survive. Remove the moisture completely, and you remove any possibility of biological activity. Dried vegetables stored in sealed glass jars in a cool, dark location will last 1 to 2 years with 0 degradation in safety. Dried herbs and dried hot peppers can last even longer. The Amish slice their vegetables thin, between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch, and dry them on wooden mesh racks, either in the open air or inside simple solar dehydrators built from wood and a single pane of glass. Tomatoes become flexible, leathery chips. Green beans snap clean when you bend them. If there is any softness or flexibility left, they need more time. If you do not have sun-drying conditions available, your oven set to its lowest temperature with the door cracked 2 inches works exactly the same way. Store everything in mason jars with tight lids in a pantry shelf away from any window, and you have a 1 to 2 year supply of preserved vegetables sitting right in your kitchen. The third method, is where the real long-term power lives. Pressure canning. When the Amish fill a cellar with jars dated 2 and 3 years back, those jars were pressure canned. This is how you achieve genuine 3-year shelf life, and it comes down to one specific piece of food science. Harmful bacteria, including the organism responsible for botulism, are killed at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. But the spores, the dormant survival form of that bacteria, can survive standard boiling. To destroy those spores completely, you need to reach 240 degrees Fahrenheit. A pressure canner is the only home kitchen tool that gets you there. The pressure inside the vessel raises the boiling point of water beyond what open-air cooking can achieve, and at 10 to 15 pounds of pressure depending on your elevation, the temperature inside every jar hits that 240-degree threshold and stays there long enough to eliminate every threat. Green beans in quart jars need 25 minutes at pressure. Carrots need 25 minutes. Dense vegetables like corn kernels need 85 minutes because of how tightly packed the mass is. When the processing time is done, you let the pressure drop to 0 on its own without rushing it, remove the jars, and listen. Within a few hours, you hear the lids popping down one by one as each jar seals itself in a vacuum. The next morning, you press every lid. Firm means sealed. Any lid that flexes goes straight into the refrigerator for use within a week. Follow the tested USTA processing times exactly. This is not a method where you improvise or estimate. You follow the numbers, and the food is safe. That is not complicated. It is precise. And precision is exactly what makes it work. Now here is the method that genuinely stopped me in my tracks the first time I understood the science behind it. Lacto-fermentation. This is the only preservation method that does not just maintain the nutrition in your vegetables. It increases it. When you submerge shredded vegetables in a saltwater brine and seal them away from oxygen, the naturally occurring lactobacillus bacteria already living on the surface of the vegetable begin to multiply rapidly. As they multiply, they produce lactic acid, which drops the pH of the brine to a level where harmful bacteria like botulism and salmonella cannot survive. But those same lactobacillus bacteria also produce B vitamins and dramatically increase the bioavailability of the minerals already present in the food. Your preserved cabbage ends up containing more accessible nutrition than the raw cabbage you started with. The process is simple. 2 pounds of shredded cabbage, 3 teaspoons of non-iodized salt. Massage them together for 5 to 10 minutes until the cabbage releases its own brine. Pack it tightly into a mason jar, push it below the brine line, weight it down, cover loosely, and leave it at room temperature for 3 to 7 days, depending on how tangy you want the final product. Then move it to cold storage, where it will keep for 6 months or longer, and continue slowly developing in flavor the entire time. 4 methods. 1 principle. Take away the conditions that cause decay, and vegetables have almost no reason to spoil. The Amish are not doing anything magical. They are applying consistent, tested, generations-proven science to the simple problem of keeping food alive. And now so can you. The difference between a pantry that runs out in November and a pantry that carries your family all the way through to next harvest is not more space or more money. It is the knowledge you just gained in this video. Start with one method this season. 1 jar, 1 crate, 1 batch of sauerkraut. Build from there. The shelf will fill faster than you think.